Good morning, all citizens of the world. Today, we are very happy to welcome comedian, actress, philanthropist, activist, director, Amy Poehler. She's one of comedy's most brilliant minds, and she's celebrated for her contributions to television, film, and philanthropy. Amy Poehler stands as an iconic figure in entertainment and advocacy. From her formative years at the Upright Citizens Brigade Theater to her unforgettable portrayal of Leslie Knope on Parks and Recreation, Poehler has captivated audiences with her wit, charm, and dedication to empowering others. Beyond the screen, she has emerged as a passionate advocate for social causes, championing initiatives aimed at uplifting young women and fostering a more inclusive society. As a co-founder of Amy Poehler's Smart Girls and a fervent supporter of organizations like the Worldwide Orphans Foundation, Poehler's commitment to making a difference extends far beyond the realm of entertainment. With her infectious humor and profound insight, Amy Poehler continues to inspire and uplift audiences around the world, proving that laughter truly has the power to spark positive change. Hello, Amy Poehler. Welcome.
Oh my goodness. Thank you. Thanks for that introduction. Hello, everyone.
So thank you for being with us today. Our young citizens of the world are looking forward to ask you questions. Are you ready?
I'm so ready. I can't wait.
So we start with a question by Westmount Public School in London, Ontario, Canada.
Hi, I'm Vera Lopez. I'm a teacher here in London, Ontario at Westmount Public School, and I am here with one of my students.
Hi, I'm Sadie.
Hi, Sadie.
So obviously, we love having a good time here. And as teachers, our goal is to help students like Sadie discover their passion. Can you tell us a little bit about your childhood and the path that led you to a career in comedy and in acting?
Well, first of all, Sadie, you're funny. I can tell that right away. So I grew up as the daughter of two public school teachers, and I didn't really know anyone who was an actor. I didn't even really think that could be a job for me. I think I just started performing just because I liked it, and I would just do school plays and stuff like that, but I never did anything professionally. But I was always interested in getting up on stage, trying to get a laugh or make my friends laugh. And I think I thought when I would see people up on stage, maybe I'd like to try that. I think when you're young, what you see is really important. So if you go and watch, an athlete or a performer, a dancer, a singer, or you read someone's writing and you think, oh, that's something I want to try. It's really important to just, surround yourself with different stuff so you can see if something you want to try. So I was in a school musical, and I kind of got addicted to the idea of being on stage. And so I performed a little bit more. And then when I went to college in Boston, at Boston College, I joined this improv group. And that's kind of where stuff changed. I met people that were like me. I started writing comedy. I started performing in shows. And I was the kind of kid who I was a little bossy. I like to have fun. I didn't mind. I didn't get too embarrassed too easily, which is something I would recommend if you can try. I know it's hard, but try not to get too embarrassed, because I think no matter your age, the person that is able to have fun and have a good sense of humor about themselves, and if they screw up, they brush it off. Those kind of people, the people that can kind of dance and have a good time without worrying about what other people think, they actually have a real superpower, especially young people. So I tried to think about that when I was going off into the world, and it did help me out a lot. But I'm curious, can I ask a question back to you?
I'm sure you can.
Okay, cool. Sadie, do you want to, what do you want? What are you interested in?
I'm interested in like gymnastics and cheer. That's what I find very fun.
So
do.
fun. And do you like it because you like performing with other people, like being with other people too? Like being on a team?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
It's very fun.
It is really fun. I think one of the best things when I was starting out that I learned about myself was that I liked being part of a team. So I had a group of people that I got to perform with, and it felt really good to perform with them. And, you know, I think you can figure that out about yourself. Do I like doing things on my own? Do I like being part of a team? Do I like being the center of attention? Do I like being behind the scenes? All that kind of stuff is good stuff to figure out when you're young.
I love the way you answer. It is so uplifting and positive. Thank you so much. We're going to another question now from Student Council of Cloverdale Catholic School in Surrey, British Columbia, Canada.
Hello, my name is Elena, and I'm a member of the Student Council at Cloverdale Catholic School. My question is, your work on Saturday Night Live and Parks and Rec is well documented. Can you tell us about some of your favorite roles and favorite people you worked with over the years?
Well, congratulations on being on Student Council. Leslie Knope would be very proud of you for the hard work that you're doing in your school. So, sorry, will you ask the question again?
Can you tell us about some of your favorite roles and favorite people you worked with over the years?
Sure. Well, I think Leslie Knope was one of my favorite roles on the show Parks and Recreation. I got a chance to play someone who was kind of like an engine, kind of like the person keeping everything going and keeping everyone going, whether they wanted it or not. And so that was a really fun role because I kind of got to come in and point at everybody and tell them what to do, which is really fun. And I got to work with a great team of people and great writers and create a character that I was really proud of. So that was a role that I really liked. I also do the voice of Joy in Inside Out, and Inside Out 2 is coming out soon. And that is a really fun character to play because she is similarly like she kind of likes action, and she's really on the move. And she sometimes misses the bigger point, which is really fun to play. And that's the kind of character that I think people have come up to me over the years and said they really liked, or parents have said, oh, your movie has been playing in my house over and over again. I'm so sick of your voice. I've gotten to play a bunch of different people over the years, but you know, I think I've learned that what's most important to me, in a way, more than the actual role, is like the people and the process. So the people I get to work with and the way we all work is really important to me as I've been doing this for a while. So those two roles come to mind. But there's a lot more that have been really fun. You know, sometimes I've gotten to play like a real nasty person who doesn't think about anybody else but herself. And those are also really fun roles to play. I'm also thinking about a movie I did many years ago called Blades of Glory, which was like an ice skating movie. And I had to learn how to ice skate. And they used face replacement. So they put my face on other really good ice skaters. And that was really fun because I was not ice skating that well, but it looked like I was. And that's always fun when you get credit for something that you don't do.
Thank you. Let's now cross the border and go to the United States with our friend at Sullivan IB Middle School in Rock Hill, South Carolina.
Hi, Amy. Oh my gosh, I'm fangirling. You're one of my favorites. Our whole family loves you. Okay. So, my name is Cynthia Texera. I am a French immersion teacher in South Carolina. We're at Sullivan Middle School. I used to be in Rhode Island, so I know all about Boston as well. So I'm from that area. Now we're in nicer weather. Because I'm a French immersion teacher, I teach only in French. So my question to you will be in French and in English for our French speakers. So, votre travail philanthropique et votre amitié avec les personnalités incroyables telles que Michelle Obama et Joe Biden sont bien documentés. Pouvez-vous nous parler des conversations ou expériences significatives que vous avez partagées avec eux ou avec d'autres personnes qui ont façonné votre chemin et qui ont influencé votre travail de sensibilisation ou vos efforts philanthropiques? Now in English. Your philanthropic work and friendship with incredible figures such as Michelle Obama and Joe Biden are well documented. Can you tell us about any meaningful conversations or experiences that you shared with them or with other people who have shaped your path and who have influenced your advocacy work or philanthropic endeavors?
Well, I did recognize the French word incroyable, which is one of my favorite French words. Such a good word. Thank you for asking that. I had the pleasure of on Parks and Rec and on SNL to have a lot of different people come through. I got a chance to work with a lot of people who, in my opinion, tackle big problems on a daily basis. And what I learned, or what I took away, was that, a couple of things, that we're much more alike than we are different. I think that is what, a good story does, is it reminds you of the way that we as human beings want a lot of the same things. I also learned by working with those people or just being around people like that there's I have great respect for people who try to do something. And it can be in politics, it can be in art, it can be in education. I think that there's a lot of big things, like even as a kid, a lot of people on here, you probably hear people talk about like, oh, global warming and the economy and like the world and everything's divided, and you can get kind of numb or paralyzed by the idea of trying something. And I always have great respect for people who try, because it's not easy, and it's a lot easier to sit back and say, well, we're in trouble. There's nothing we can do about it. I'm going to go back to bed. But I always appreciate people that are trying, even if they're getting it wrong. So I think that the people that you mentioned and other people that I've gotten a chance to meet, I've always been inspired by their ability to look at a problem or look at something that needs help and just jump in. So I've tried to remember that when I've felt especially overwhelmed, is to remember that, one person, one conversation, one way of changing how you're behaving, one small action can make a really big difference. It's kind of never too late to try, and it's never too late to care. And I think when I was a young person, I wasn't as afraid of, I think young people have something that's really special that we need to remember. I think young women especially are like a natural resource of energy. So I think it's just taking the energy that you have, the natural energy that you have, and trying, jumping in.
And here at Young Citizens of the World, that's exactly what we're doing. And so you basically have said our mantra. One person at a time, we are inspired by people like you. So thank you so much.
Of course. Thank you for the question.
Thank you. And now a final question for today. We go to École River Heights School in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, Canada.
Hi, Amy. Hi, Amy. Hi, Amy.
Hi.
Are you doing the best you can today?
Oh my gosh. Thank you. I think I am. Is that an LSU sweatshirt I see?
LSU. Yes, it is.
Did you watch the draft?
No.
Thank you. I am doing the best. Is that your question? Am I doing the best I can today?
No, just checking in.
Okay, that's a good question. That's an intense, deep question. So far I'm starting it's early in the morning here, so I'm starting my day with you. So far, so good.
That's great. So here's our actual question. What's your favorite thing to do when you're not working?
Oh, okay. What is my favorite thing to do when I'm not working? Well, let's see. I really like reading a lot. It's a hobby of mine. I wish I could say that, something more interesting, like I like riding motorcycles, but I don't.
What do you like to read? What do you mostly like to read?
Well, I'm trying to read 50 books this year. That's my goal.
Oh.
So I put that goal for myself. I know we'll see if we make it. I don't know. By the end, I might be, cranking out some pamphlets to hit the number. But I read anything. I read a lot of fiction. I read mostly fiction. I really like reading stories. And I was inspired by a librarian on TikTok. This librarian, Michael, who was inspiring people to try to up their game with reading. So I like reading a lot. I really like doing nothing. Like I like sitting on my couch and just kind of checking out and scrolling on my phone. I like that as a way to completely check out. I really like. I've been. Let's see. What else have I been doing hobby wise? I really like, walking and hanging out with friends. I really like talking on the phone to my family. I've been doing some what I've been doing that everybody's really into that I like to do, but I've been doing that cold plunge where you get in the pool of water. Does anyone do that here? Has anyone done it?
I didn't dare. Not yet.
That's been really, I wouldn't call it fun. It's kind of awful, but
That's why I moved to South Carolina, to get away from the cold. No, thank you.
Yeah, it's kind of awful, but I feel proud of myself that I do it. And then, I have teenagers, so I'm kind of just like doing whatever they're doing. So, I'm going to the mall, or, I'm hanging out with them, going to the movies, just driving them and dropping them off. That's what I'm doing a lot of dropping off.
Thank you so much. Would you have a final message for us today before we let you go?
Oh, wow. Well, I would say that I probably don't need to give any of you advice, because you all seem like you're really, I would say you all seem like you're trying to engage in the world in a really interesting way. The fact that you're in this group and that you're participating in this way is really special. So I don't have much advice. I feel like whatever you're feeling about yourself, the good parts are very, very true. And I would just say, lean into that good feeling. And when you hear the voice in your head, the bad part in your head that tells you you're doing something wrong, or you're not enough, or you don't have what you need yet, I would just tell that voice to thank that voice for trying to protect you, but tell that voice that you've got it and that you're doing great, and just keep doing what you're doing.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Amy. And we're looking forward to see Inside Out 2 coming out soon, where again you do the voice of joy. It was wonderful to speak with you today. Thank you to all citizens of the world, our young citizens of the world. And have a wonderful day, Amy.
Thank you so much for your time. It was really nice to talk to you all.
Bye, everyone.
At the
Bye.
end, we say